I've mentioned this before. We are now on the last step. But I was just noticing this morning, we are also on the very last page. There is nothing more here in the manual. Back to page 1 if we flip it over. Now, I was also thinking this morning, or maybe realizing this morning, that once we get all the photo etch for the airplane nipped off of the photo etch sheets, we're done with photo etch. There's nothing more to do. Now, on those sheets, there is a little bit of photo etch for the. Remember, we didn't do these railings on the large gun turrets, so yeah, there is that. But otherwise, these photo etch sheets, we're done with them. More pictures to hang on the wall. Now, what will be the best way to put these guy wires on, or the cross bracing for the float struts? Now, the plan shows the aircraft upside down and the photo etch piece being dropped down here somehow, but I'm thinking that maybe it would be a little easier if I was to be able to hold the plane more of an angle like that. I don't know. Yeah, that's right. I don't know. Now, I've been just nipping off the very last of the photo etch that we need here. And this piece here, I've already nipped here and here. And I was about to nip here and here. And then I noticed something that I hadn't actually noticed before. And I'm going to put on the super macro, and we're going to zoom right in on these last two little tabs. And something I want to show you, about the detail that this photo etch actually is capable of displaying. Well, now I'm feeling a little bit on the embarrassed side because I'm not really seeing what I was seeing when I was trying to cut that. Maybe it's on the ends of the upper pieces. Yes, that was it. Now, do you notice on the end, it's not just squared off. It's slightly angled. That whole area is going to be covered over with a blob of glue anyway. I mean, that little piece is like the thickness of a human hair. Kind of. I'll measure it just for the fun of it. Okay, this is going to be kind of awkward because how do I hold this and I don't want to accidentally bend my photo etch either. There. Okay, what do we got? 8/1000ths of an inch. Let's just check it the other direction. Loosen it a little bit. Put it in very carefully, tighten it up. Okay, it's 7/1000ths the other way. Now, last time I measured a hair in my head, that was back when I had hair, I believe it was about 5/1000ths of an inch. So that's, may as well say the thickness of a human hair. Now, a lot of stuff has happened since I shot those scenes earlier this morning. I actually started quite early this morning. And but I had to mail a little box at the post office, and then I knew I was going to want to do some grocery shopping. And so I went outside and I got my car sort of dusted off a little bit and turned on my car warmer and the block heater, and about half an hour I looked out the window and the windows on my car are still frosted up, and I thought, well, that's funny because usually my super duper car warmer that I rigged up a couple of winters ago, it defrosts the windows in about 15 minutes, no matter how heavy the frost. And I thought, okay, what's wrong here? I actually went out and looked at the car and it's not running. So I started tracing back the problem, and I had I had power to the my special fuse box that I rigged up, but I didn't have power on the other side of the fuses. And I thought, well, how could this possibly be? Well, don't you know, one of the fuses had come loose, or maybe I didn't tighten it in, when I rigged the system up. I don't know. Anyway, bottom line was problem fixed. Got the car warmer going. Went and mailed my little box. Did some grocery shopping. Well, yeah. A lot of time has passed, in other words. Oh, when I went grocery shopping, I did get about another 20 pounds of carrots. Yeah. For those of you who are wondering about the rabbits, yeah. So the rabbits are good now for a couple of weeks. Anyway, enough about rabbits and carrots and stuff like that. I guess what I'm trying to tell you is this video today, the episode about the model ship, is going to be a little bit on the short side, a little bit disjointed, doesn't maybe make a whole lot of sense. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Now, I genuinely forgot to tell you the most important part. That little box that I mailed this morning was being mailed to Toronto. A lot of you will have seen comments from somebody named Tony. Tony sent me an email. He says, I wouldn't mind making one of those little airplanes for you if you like. Well, at first I thought to myself, well, I kind of want to do the whole thing myself. And then I sort of swallowed my pride and I thought, this could be kind of fun. So I emailed him back and I said, okay. So that's what was in that little box, an unmade one of those AR-196s. And Tony's going to make it, and he's going to mail it back to us. It'll be really interesting to see, how it compares to mine. I know it's going to be better, and I'm bracing myself for that. And the idea is, maybe we'll hang it from one of the cranes. Anyway, we'll see. That's going to be quite a ways down the road. I mailed the parcel this morning. It probably won't be in Toronto until Monday now because there's a weekend involved. We do have excellent mail service in Canada, by the way. Now I better explain what's going on here. I'm making a short little video for my grandkids, and it's going to be about two little rabbits who were outside in the cold, and they wanted to come inside and get warmed up. And when they were inside, they told me that they wanted to go and live with my grandkids. Yeah, well, I guess you know where I'm going with that. So that's another reason why today's episode of the model ship is going to be a little bit on the short side. Okay, I think we're finally done here. I think you kind of know how my day went. Thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.